Hi, I'm Tim Bielik of the Northeast Ohio Media Group, and I'm joined in the studio today with members of the Warrensville Heights boys basketball team. From my left down, I got head coach Brian Swift. I've got yavari-hall and jahmere-howse. Coach, let's start with you. Tremendous finish to last season, one of the hotter teams at the end of the year. Now you got to replace some of those guys. What's the hardest part of obviously replacing all that talent that you graduated?
That is the hardest part. Replacing guys like Jalen Jackson, C.J. Franklin, Jermaine Brown. Those guys were a tremendous part of our team. Those were, especially Jalen and C.J., those were our leaders. They carried us on their backs when we needed them to, and they scored points for us. They distributed the balls for us. They played defense. So replacing that is hard. But with guys like Yavari and Jahmere coming back, I think we have a good nucleus that can keep us going.
And Yavari, you broke out a little bit at the end of last season, became one of the top players in the Lake Erie League. Do you feel there's more pressure on you now to really step up and be the guy this year?
Yeah, I think it's more pressure because I don't really have those guys to rely on as much because the spotlight is really on me now, me and Jahmere. So that's why I think I had to be a leader and step up and fill that role.
Jahmere, you guys won the LEO last year, so you guys have a bit of a target on your backs a little bit in a very difficult league. As a senior, how do you guys plan on, trying to make sure that you guys are continuing to work and continue to build towards trying to contend for that title again?
We work hard every day in practice and keep working. Our goals never change. It's been states since the beginning.
And Brian, you got some help coming on the way. You got Brandon Peters transferring over from Central Catholic, give you a little depth in that backcourt to go along with Yavari. How well do you think those two are blending together?
As of right now, they're gelling pretty well. We have a long way to go, but, obviously, with Jahmere, we don't have a whole lot of size, so Jahmere, he'll be our captain in the middle, if you will. But our guard play, I think, will be very, very good. And with the addition of Brandon, I think we'll be great. Because he distributes the ball well. He'll get easy baskets for Jahmere and some of our other young guys down low, and even Yavari. I think the addition of him, and we have another young sophomore point guard, Joseph Valerie. He's a good point guard as well. So I think, our guard play will be pretty good.
Yavari, what about that backcourt of you and Brandon Peters? How excited are you for the things that you guys can create, not just this year, but next year also, since both of you guys are juniors?
I'm very excited because, we always had a chemistry since, middle school when we both played at Bedford. And, coming back in high school, I think it'll be fun again, just trying to lead our way to state.
Jahmere, your coach was saying you're pretty much the man in the middle. You're the guy trying to control the paint on there. Mm-hmm. How excited are you for that challenge, knowing the type of competition you guys go up against in that LEO?
Well, it ain't going to be easy, but I'll make it through.
And yeah, Coach, last question for you. I mentioned the LEO. It's just so deep this year with you guys, with Bedford, Lorain, Cleveland Heights, all very good teams. What's playing in this conference like? Because pretty much you never get a night off.
It's the same. When I was a player, it was the same way. Now as a coach, it's the same. You have a lot of depth. With teams, you have a lot of good teams, a lot of good individual talent. Lorain has Devon Andrews. One of the best players in the city. In the state of Ohio. So playing against guys like that, going into an environment like Bedford, where they're right down the street from us, it's a rival game. Going to Cleveland Heights, rivalry game. Those types of games, you get excited for that as a coach. Like I said, I'm a player's coach. I want to get out there sometime and play. So, those games are exciting. They're exciting for the kids. We look forward to them. And, again, starting December 5th against Shaw, we'll be ready to roll.
All right, there you have it. The Warrensville Heights Tigers. I want to thank Coach Swift, yavari-hall, and jahmere-howse for joining us. Make sure you stay tuned to cleveland.com for all of your boys basketball coverage.